What's good, y'all? What's good? Triple threat talk. It's MJ, it's Kobe, it's Pee Wee back now, and it's gonna be a jam-packed episode. Some Cowboys, Jalen Hurts, Josh Allen. How y'all feeling? You know, it was a beat down there. you know,
I mean,
a beat down. The score
I
does
ain't
not
got
reflect. That was a beat down.
I ain't got my Ravens purple on, but I got that purple on. It was a nice weekend in Dallas for me. You know what I'm saying? I got to enjoy the game next to my boy Cole. You know what I'm saying? And I got to really see what Cowboy Nation is about. I got to really understand why they're so delusional, which I respect now from being there. Um, but I also got to see how their fans like interact, even when their team is doing good. They still choose not to cheer. It really felt like a Ravens home game in there, if I'm being completely honest. It was a lot of purple in there. Even when the Cowboys did the little fake comeback, their fans were like, "Why would we cheer for this?" And it really wasn't until that last touchdown to where they actually got up and started celebrating their team. So all in all, man, shout out to the Ravens. I think the rest was a little, here and there, but hey, man, Dallas was all right.
Thoughts?
Uh, Nothing he said is wrong, man. I mean, yeah, nothing he said was wrong. I mean, as a Cowboys fan, you go down there, it's like Disney World in that John. So you get it, right? Like you get down there, you like, oh, I get it now. Like, oh, this is why they act like this. Like they come down here, they spend their money, they drink good, they eat good, they party. Win, lose or draw, they party. Like it's a party in Dallas every time. Win, lose or draw.
Man, do they?
That's what I can say. We showed P a great time. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, the fans, we're bad fans. We're bad fans. Like we have bad fans. Like I was talking to my pops about this, and he was like, the problem is like you can't the things that you can do in Dallas, like at AT&T Stadium, you can't do those same things like in other places. Like so, we have fans that come to the game on their Sunday outing, right? Like you can't go to a Philly game or a Baltimore game on your Sunday outing. Like it's just not gonna work. That's not a good environment for you to just go kick back, have a few drinks, have a good time. Like so, P, I don't know. Y'all don't know this story, but P actually had standing room tickets, which was great. But then he was able to come and sit. I'm talking about we like 4 rows up, y'all, like four rows up. P was actually able to come and sit because we started losing, and Cowboys fans was like, all right, I got these tickets for free for my Sunday outing. I'm gone. I'm leaving now. And by halftime, like they was gone, and P was able to come sit like 4 rows up for free with us, like 4 rows from the field. Like that's how Cowboys fans are. So like it's a completely different atmosphere. Like it's a completely different atmosphere, bro. You don't feel like home field advantage is not a thing. That's why like when people was going on about the like whatever, like we win at home. We it's not because we have home field advantage. I don't know why we was winning at home like that. There's not a home field advantage in AT&T Stadium though. Like that's not. It's not like a Philly fan or a Baltimore fan. And like no, like we just win because we comfortable at home and we got all of our amenities, but not because the fans is there. The fans are horrible, dog. Like there are real fans and then there are Sunday outing fans, and we have probably like 50%
the fans though.
Huh?
Can you blame the fans
I
in
don't
case
blame
you
them.
having hope? Because I don't blame.
It's not,
I
but
don't
this
blame them.
is my point though. This is my point though. It's not about that. See, like what I think is there's a different like, and I get your question, but I think there's a difference in the actual fan itself. So like it's not a mindset thing, or it is a mindset thing. It's a mindset thing. It's a money thing. It's a like the Cowboys fans down there is living in luxury. They like go just to enjoy a Sunday. Like you might take your 3 daughters to a football game on a Sunday just because like it, you can get dinner in there. You can have fun. You can kick it in there. It's not, but that's what I mean. Like you go to a Philly game, you are surrounded by Philly fans. Like they screaming, they cussing, they loud, win, lose or draw, whatever. They're like actually engaged and interested in the game. The difference is in Dallas, like they're not interested and engaged in the game. They just went because it was a cool thing to do on a Sunday afternoon.
Miles, they were booing in the first quarter.
But thing is, like, well, that is warranted. I will say that is warranted, and we do the same exact thing, whether it's the Sixers or Eagles. We do the same exact thing, bro. Like,
Bro,
even I
I
think on the Eagles' first drive of like the season at Lincoln Financial Field, Kellen Moore drew up a QB draw on 3rd and long. And we got flashbacks, and I made a tweet about it. We had flashbacks to the whole Brian Johnson situation, and we started booing when we saw Jalen Hurts run a QB draw in 3rd and 9. We're like, you got all these weapons. What are we doing? So I yeah, I don't see. I mean, the booing, the booing,
The booing is
even like the most
warranted. I'm
passionate,
just saying,
like
like,
Eagles are notorious for the booing.
yeah, the booing is warranted. It's not even that. What I'm saying is, it's like it's a total difference. Like, you can't go for a Sunday stroll at an Eagles game. Like, you just can't do that. Like, that's not a good environment. That's not a good environment for you to take your 6-year-old son to on a Sunday stroll just for a good little Sunday afternoon, like 1 o'clock game. Like, you can't do that. You can't do that in Baltimore. You can't take your 3 daughters. Like, literally, and the reason I keep saying this is because my dad, where he was sitting beside this man and like his 3 daughters, like, or maybe it was his 2 daughters and their best friend, or whatever the case may have been. And they was just sitting there like purses and handbags, like
cooling it. You hear
just,
me? Cooling it.
legs crossed, like just having their little drinks, kikiing, taking pictures, whatever. Like, that's what I mean by the difference in the fandom that happens in these different stadiums. Like, Dallas is a luxury. Like, you go there, seats comfortable, like you go there, you just there chilling. Like, you're not
We're
really.
pretty comfortable. Might I
That's what I'm
add.
saying. Like, you're not there. You're not like Dallas fans. 50 to 60% of them is not there because they care about the game of football. They're there because it was a cool thing to do to say that you was at AT&T Stadium on a Sunday, and you just happen to hope that they win so you can like post it on your Snapchat. They not there because they're true fans though. Like, it's like 40% true fans, and then whatever the away team is. That's the other thing. Like, it's never a home field advantage because all away teams, they gonna travel well to come to AT&T Stadium. Everybody wants to come to Jerry World, rightfully so. But like, because it's an experience, and so that's the thing. Like,
Man,
Cowboys fans be like, "Oh, we finna protest. We finna protest." It don't matter if we protest. All that means is we leaving seats open for the opposing team, like, because they gon' buy them. The game's just gonna sell out regardless. Pete, like, you didn't see a single seat open at the beginning of the game. Like, it's not a single. I'm talking about nosebleeds down. There's not a single seat open.
it was packed in there, and it was like I said, it was a great experience, great environment. Like, man, I tell you, the tailgates, the love
The
that
jump
showed.
in.
The listen, man. Hey, when I say, man, it's just great hospitality. Anybody and anybody and whoever will give you a plate to eat, dance with you, sing with
Shots.
you. You got all different types of music playing from tailgate to tailgate. You got it's like a block party. I'm not even lying to you. It's like you pull up to a block party, and then it's like, all right, who going to the actual after party, which is the football game. Then you go in the after party, and then that's just like another block party that's indoors. As soon as you walk in, they got a light show flickering at the opening door, and then you get to your seats, and people, the girls is dancing, the music blasting. You got just all types of stuff going. I mean, for listen, they when they do the national anthem on their two small jumbotrons, they put up a beer can as the American flag. The focus is, and I think it reflects into their organization from a football side. The focus is not football in Dallas. It's not.
I mean, that's from like the top. They get that from their owner.
The focus is how can we make this the biggest spectacle in football throughout 17 weeks? And then if we happen to be in the playoffs and we get a home game, we get to do it one more week. Whatever those boys do on the field is a plus down there, if I'm being honest. So
Winning is a plus down there, bro. Like,
yeah,
it's
for
it's
real.
it's,
But
it's
great.
honestly sick.
If everybody's watching, or Miles, if you ain't never been to AT&T or Dallas, Texas, please go. I don't care if the team's playing or not. It doesn't even matter. You'll see half of your team's jerseys there. Please go.
Hey. Well, let's get into first topic is the Cowboys season over already. Now, I had like if you was a betting man, the easiest bet of the weekend was Derrick Henry touchdown. I said it last episode. I said Derrick Henry is going to show the Cowboys why they made a huge mistake in not giving the guy a call. Me and Kobe talked about it months ago during free agency. I was like, you don't get the like, why didn't you sign him? It was like, oh, he didn't even get a call. And then he showed a buck 50, 2 touchdowns. That was the easiest play ever. And my biggest problem with Dallas, which is why I didn't have them making the playoffs, was because they have no running game. Dak Prescott has to play Superman every game, and their rushing is terrible. Micah Parsons, he's not good at stopping the run. Like that's not his thing. He's a pass rusher. He can't. It's never been his forte, his biggest strength to go ahead and stop the run. And so what they're going to do is just go at what you are not good at. My thing is, Kobe, like how concerned are you for the Cowboys season moving forward? Y'all can't stop the run, and y'all don't have a rushing offense itself. I mean, is the Cowboy season already over?
What up? You asked me how big my concern. What I'm gonna be concerned for? We know what the problems are. There. See, the thing about concern is you get concerned when you wonder if you're gonna be able to patch something up. Like you get concerned. Like P might be concerned about the point guard position. I don't know if y'all got a bad point guard. I don't know. I ain't talked to P about basketball. We was down there talking football and drinking. I don't know. But the point is like P sitting there in his office right now. He might be looking at his computer, looking at the board, like, damn, I don't know about my point guard. That's when you have concern, when you don't know. We know exactly what the problem is. The problem is we can't run the ball. We can't stop the run. Those are the two most basic things in football. You got to be able to stop the run. You got to be able to run the ball. You can't do that. You can't win. Now, that being said, what do you mean by is the Cowboy season over? Because I think there's like measurables to this. Like,
all right, cool. So like, I'm pretty sure like Super Bowl contender, like that's out the way. I determined the Cowboys season being over by not being in the playoff hunt, not making the playoffs. I don't think they're making the playoffs. Do you think that making the playoffs, that's just not going to happen?
It's hard to say if we're not gonna make the playoffs. I think we can still make the playoffs. Here's the thing: I want to go back to like 2019, right? Like, and this is gonna sound crazy. I'm gonna put it on air. I said it to P like plenty of times on Sunday when we was together. I said, bro, honestly, I don't want to. I hate to say this as a fan, but I kind of hope we lose tonight. To the Giants. I'm gonna throw you back to 2019. Do you remember when Dez first left the Cowboys, and Jerry was up there in his pretty little press box talking about some? We like this. We like the guys we have. We like the wide receiver room we have. We like the squad we have. And what happened? They tried to make Dak play hero ball with. I don't even know who was on the team at that point. But the point is, they tried to make Dak play hero ball with a bunch of nobodies. And about 4 games in, we was losing so bad. The offense was atrocious. You know what Jerry did? He sent the house and went and got Amari Cooper. Listen, Jerry's a lot of things. What Jerry hates being is not in contention. Jerry might not care about if he wins a Super Bowl, but I'll tell you what Jerry doesn't like. Not even being in the conversation, that's a problem for Jerry. So I believe when you ask, is the season over? I'm not sure, because I think if things keep going the way they're going, Jerry will sit in the house and go and get what he need to get. Now, will it turn us into a Super Bowl contender overnight? No. Will it patch some things up for the time being? Sure. I think that's a possibility. And so that's why I'm like, I don't know if I can
What would
fully
be
right
so?
now.
My question, follow up to that. My next question is, what would be that move to?
I got a couple things, but we're gonna start with the running back position. What's the guy's name? He's like the 3rd running back on the depth chart for the Jets right now, but he's sitting behind the young boy and Breece Hall. What's his name? African dude. Yeah, you know
I
who I'm
know.
talking
You're not
about.
talking about the young guy.
No,
Not talking about
he's
the
not
young
talking
guy.
about B. Allen. He's talking about the other
You're
guy.
talking about Isaiah or
Yeah,
Israel,
yeah, something like that.
Isaiah
Bro is
Davis.
sitting there cold. Yeah, he's sitting there cold. And he really should be getting burned. And quite honestly, if Braylon Allen wasn't the freak athlete that he was, he would have that position that Braylon Allen has right now. And that's who everybody thought he was gonna be. But he's sitting there. Now, obviously, we might not go and get him specifically, but I think you have to make people respect the run game, bro. You have to make people respect the run game. Here's the thing. Tony Pollard, by no means, I said it all year last year, right, Miles? I said Tony Pollard is not a number one. I said it all year. Said Tony Pollard is not a number one. Now, I don't
Better
believe
what y'all got now.
he better than what we got now, right? Because he at least, and I explained this to P in the stadium the other day too. I said, bro, the thing about Tony Pollard was he wasn't a great number one, but you had to respect the fact that at any point, if you started sleeping on him, he could break off a 60, 70-yard run. He was that explosive. He wasn't good A gap to A gap, but you had to at least respect Tony Pollard's ability to get busy with you. Right now, we don't have no running back that nobody like. We don't have a running back right now that anybody is like, he might get busy with it. Like he might do something. He might break off a good run. He might break off for a big game. We don't have that in our backfield right now. And so Dak Prescott has to play hero ball. I think just having a running back that respects the run, that makes people respect the run game, I think that completely changes the outlook of our offense. Because we seen what Dak could do last year with just having somebody that a team had to respect. Dak was still throwing the ball 40 times a game last year, but teams had to respect the fact that he could run, which means you can open up a lot more different things. The other thing is, I don't know about this wide receiver room, bro. I don't know. CeeDee Lamb don't even look CeeDee Lamb-esque right now. He don't look CeeDee Lamb-esque, and his ability to like get open this year is nasty. He's an extra like 15 to 20 pounds heavier. He put on all that muscle. He might need to let that go. He might need to let that go. He might not be.
That's the same problem that the Cincinnati Bengals are having right now. When you don't show up to training camp, that matters. Like all that stuff matters. And we talked about this a little bit this weekend in Dallas, but when you don't show up to training camp and you aren't getting in that rhythm, now 3, 4, 5 games in the season, now you're having to figure out what you should have been figuring out in training camp. And I feel like watching the Cowboys live and watching them in person and then watching the Bengals the next night is true. It's live and it's right there, bro. Them boys was not in training camp. The quarterbacks was not throwing to their guys, getting in that rhythm. And now they trying to find that, but now it costs because it counts.
I mean,
this was the wrong year. This was the wrong year to not have CeeDee Lamb in training camp. Because you already knew what this offense was going to look like. You knew that this offense needed to be exactly what it was last year, and then some. Because everybody was going to be ready for CeeDee Lamb this year. You knew this offense was going to need to be what it was last year, and then some. And so to not have CeeDee in training camp and to have a hurt Brandon Cooks, like that it's not boding well.
I mean, similar to Brandon Ayuk, because we seen like Ayuk. He needed a training camp. He's not playing.
It looked a little shaky
all.
for the first couple weeks.
Yeah. Like my thing with CD, I feel like he'll have a bounce back game against the Giants. Like I got too much respect for CD, and I don't respect the Giants secondary for them to hold CD. Like CD is one of those guys who has a bad game where he fumbled the rock, he dropped a pass, etc. Like he gonna go ahead and bounce back. Yeah, he gonna do like the whole like AJ Brown little antics and all that, but like he's your best player on offense. I would say like
my question is does it matter? Does it matter? I don't think it matters personally.
Well, because the thing
that's my problem. My problem is it doesn't matter because this week the Giants aren't a good team. So it's like to me this week CD gonna have a good game. Hell, we just put in parlays for Rico Dowdle to go for like 45 plus yards, right? Like we doing things that we wouldn't do. You see what I'm saying? We doing things that we wouldn't do on a normal week. So my thing is like even if CD does go for 100 like we betted on this week, does it really matter? Because next week we'll be right back to the same garbage when we see a good team.
But look, all right, so let me
I don't
go ahead
know.
before we go away from the Cowboys stuff. Go to the next topic. I want to read because somebody asked to read like the Cowboy schedule. I'm gonna read this, John. Then y'all say win or loss. Tonight, Giants win.
We're gonna win.
I'm gonna go loss.
All right, Steelers loss.
Loss.
Loss. Wait. Where's that at?
It's at Pittsburgh.
No, it's in Pittsburgh.
I'm gonna go win.
All right,
I'm gonna go.
Lions.
You know what? I like that. I'm gonna go win, and we playing an 8:30 game. We playing at 8:30. Yeah, I'm gonna go
I'm
win.
gonna go win. I'm gonna go win in Pittsburgh because they
I'm
got
gonna go win.
they got to lose at some point.
All right, I got lost.
Yeah, I'm gonna go win.
All right, Lions
Loss.
Loss.
49ers loss
Where's that
at San Francisco.
Loss.
Who's playing though? I don't. If nobody's playing, does it?
Well, yeah, he has a point there. If no one is playing,
Nobody's
that
playing.
might be
Nobody's
that's
playing. We might win.
Speaking of this,
I'm gonna leave that one. I'm gonna leave that one in the air. We'll come back to it in a week because we just. If nobody's playing, I'm going.
yeah. Let's start with those three right there. I got because they play in New York, right?
they play in New York. Yeah,
In New York,
What, tonight?
Yeah.
I'm
tonight
not
in New
high on
York.
the Giants though. It's just the Browns are trash, bro. Like,
But
the
then,
Browns-
but I'm saying though, but like the hype was that the Cowboys looked so great versus the Browns in week one, and me and Cole talked about this, and you was like, I mean, whoa, way to make our week one look like it really didn't matter.
Yeah.
So like, I honestly think the Giants show up tonight, prime time in the
I think the
crib
Giants
now, and I
tonight.
think I think Malik Neighbors, he's gonna have a moment tonight. He's gonna have a moment tonight on somebody, and it might be Mr. Diggs.
my thing is, me and Kobe talked about this before this. Like, Mike Zimmer will not allow Diggs to go man coverage on Daybreaks. Like, he will not allow it. And the only way is if Devin Singletary, which very well could happen, but I mean, Devin Singletary, he has to, be a real threat rushing the ball. If he gets 80 plus, then like you gotta respect the run game. You might have to be in man in certain situations. That's gonna be like the telltale. If Devin Singletary can really go off, the Giants gonna be in it. But if you're talking about a shootout between Daniel Jones and Dak Prescott, I mean, I'm gonna pick Dak. You be talking about throwing the rock all game, so it's going. I mean, the question is, what's Micah and them going to do? Like, y'all gotta like at a certain point, it's about heart, bro. People calling y'all soft. I heard Mark Slav talk about it's like when you're called soft in football, like that's like the ultimate disrespect. If you can't stop the run, you talking about CJ Garner Johnson. My man CJ Garner Johnson went ahead and what's his name? Bijan Robinson. Everybody talking about like he really stopped the run for real. He had Alvin Kamara on a third down, locked him up. So what are you gonna do against the run? People calling you soft. What are you gonna do about that? Like, that's crazy to me.
We'll find out tonight. We'll find out tonight.
We're gonna find out. Next topic, Josh Allen. He's such a generational talent. I mean, like, I'm just amazed week by week. I mean, look, I said I ain't say this on air. I said this in the chat with them, but I was like, because Jordan Love is injured, I think that Josh Allen will be the MVP. I mean, he had 4 touchdowns against the Jaguars. They flat out blew them out. 4 touchdowns in the first half. That's the first time since Big Ben in 2007. You talk about he had his 11th game of 4 touchdown passes, surpassing Jim Kelly. The Bills' offense has been going crazy this year. 30 points for the 3rd consecutive game. I mean, man, Josh, 9 total touchdowns, 92.6 QBR, 75% completion percentage, 133 passer rating. He's been hooping. Is Josh Allen right now the best player in the game? Right now, as of this moment, the best player in the game. Mr. Watkins.
I don't think he's the best player in the game right now. I don't think that. I think he is playing some pretty. He's really playing good football. But I will say the three teams that they've played are okay teams. I mean, like they are. Two of them are. We don't expect them to go to the playoffs or do anything with this season. One of them, their starting quarterback can't stay healthy. Just like period, like he can't. So I mean. We gonna find out what he do Sunday night. How about I just put it like that? If he show up Sunday night, and they come to M&T and get a win on Sunday night in a blackout, my conversation on Josh Allen might change a little bit. But so far as what he's done is what I've expected him to. It's what I've expected him to do. Maybe even a little more, honestly. But Sunday night, 8:30, M&T. We're gonna see what the boy about.
I think
when he got to face something real, yeah, we're gonna find out.
Before I toss it off to you, Kobe, I will say, if Josh Allen has a fantastic performance and the Bills beat the Ravens, he done locked up the MVP. Like he would have to do something like super, like they would have to go on like a crazy losing streak, or him just turn over the ball some crazy. But like if he beats Lamar and them, he damn near has already locked up the MVP. Like it's his to lose at that point.
Let's stop with that, bro. It's week 4.
It's his turn to lose.
It's week 4, bro.
All some crazy. Like he basically got it locked up.
But you act like nobody else is playing good football right now. Like, come on, bro.
Who? Mahomes not.
Geno Smith is. Geno Smith is. Should he be the MVP?
No MVP, bro.
Should he be the MVP? Is he playing bad football?
Are
they 3-0?
But by your logic,
are they 3-0?
They haven't played nobody though.
So why? So if he ain't played nobody and he playing really good football, and Josh Allen ain't playing nobody and he playing really good football,
he playing better opponents than Geno has.
Well, Miles, this is
what we be talking about, bro.
This is
exactly what we talk about this every week.
Every year, there's a quarterback who was going to have one of these types of seasons. Bro. One year it might be Patrick Mahomes. Last year it was Dak Prescott. And we don't have these conversations. Like these conversations sometimes are geared towards like what you have predicted. So you predicted that Josh Allen is going to do all of these things, whatever. He's going to win an MVP. Cool. There could have easily been a conversation last year of whether Dak Prescott was the best quarterback in the league. Statistically, he was playing lights out and they was blowing out every team they played. My point being, like, Josh Allen is playing really good football, but like we're having this conversation and it's only because like, and it's getting gassed, but like he's not playing nobody. He's not playing nobody. Like he said,
he's not playing nobody though.
Who is he playing?
Who has he played, Miles?
He just played the Cardinals first, John, and they freaking blow out the Rams. They blow out the Rams.
Miles, the Rams. Miles. All right, let's have
what's the Cardinals record, Miles?
Are you always move? Like why is always move?
Yes, it does. With you, it does.
How is the goalpost? Why are you moving the goalpost?
Let me ask you this.
Not playing teams.
Miles, let me ask you this.
Miles, what's the Cardinals record? I'm about to kill this. Let me kill this. What's the Cardinals record, Miles?
1-2. They
what's the 49ers?
What's the
Broncos record, Miles? Miles, what's the Broncos record?
What's the Broncos record?
Yeah, what's the Broncos record, Miles?
What, 1-2?
1-2. They both played the Dolphins. They both beat the Dolphins.
Miles, before the season started,
the Seahawks played the Dolphins and they blew the Dolphins
out. The Dolphins without Tua for the whole game. The Bills
so did the Bills.
Crazy.
So did the Bills, Miles.
Miles, who did the Rams have on the field when Josh Allen played them?
That don't matter. The 49ers lost to them.
It don't matter now.
So it don't matter that the Rams didn't have nobody, but because the Dolphins
they done beat the 49ers last weekend. What is we talking about?
Miles,
they're still a good team.
Who do the 49ers have right now?
The 49ers don't have nobody.
They don't have nobody. They don't have anybody.
49ers. What's we talking?
Miles, they don't have
49ers. Brock Purdy's a top 10 quarterback.
The 49ers. They don't have what makes them the 49ers, and we know that. So let's not even do that, bro.
I think they're like what is
They're
what is
two-
what is
they're
what is
two
you trying to
perennial-
so you trying to say? Hold up. So you trying to say because they like quote unquote didn't play nobody, which isn't even like true. That just negates all this historic stats that he's doing. The fact that he's playing like the best quarterback in the league.
Nobody said it negates it. We just waiting on him to play somebody.
Miles, we're just
you always talking about you always talking about Dak stat padding at the end of games and he don't play nobody and this, that, and the third. Keep the same energy for other people. That's all we.
How is Josh stat padding? He had 4 touchdowns in the first half.
But I'm saying you always saying people not playing nobody. You always saying people not playing nobody. You always saying people not playing nobody though. So then when it comes to Josh Allen, like where's the same conversation of he's not playing nobody? Miles, none of these teams, if you knew that every team had the same injuries they had when Josh Allen played them, you wouldn't have counted none of these teams into the playoffs.
Well, the Cardinals is going to be competing.
Listen, we love the Rams.
Who are the Cardinals competing against, Miles?
They just blew out the Rams. What are we talking about? That's a team.
They don't have nobody on the field.
Anybody playing football.
So how come they lost? How come the 49ers lost to them? It's because the
49ers don't have anybody playing football either. All their all-stars are out. Their star makers are out. We know that. It's not a surprise. We know why the 49ers aren't the 49ers right now. Christian McCaffrey's not in the backfield. Debo's not in the backfield on the outside. We know what's going on in San Francisco. Let's stop acting like that. Like, don't act like you don't know. Because if the Eagles played the 49ers today and y'all beat the 49ers, you would say, I mean, they're not fully healthy, so we want to beat them when they're fully healthy. So don't act like you don't act clueless just to give Josh Allen some credit. His stats are his stats. He's been playing good football, but that doesn't mean he's locked up the MVP if he wins the game on Sunday. There's a lot of games that are left to be played, bro. Stop playing, bro.
I'm trying to tell you, he has to do something.
Why do you think somebody can lock up an MVP in week 4, dog? I really need to understand. That's not fathomable. There are 17 weeks in an NFL season, and you think somebody can lock up an MVP in week 4 after playing the Cardinals, a broke down Rams team, and who else?
Hold on. Let me put it like this. By your standard, Miles,
Cardinals, Dolphins, who had Tua and they was getting blown out before his injury, and the Jaguars, who they beat.
Miles, so by your standards,
Miles, are any of those teams?
So by your standards, hold on, Cole. Miles, by your standards.
Wait. Miles, do you think any of those teams are threats right now? Are any of those teams threats?
The Dolphins no more because they quarterback injured. The Cardinals can make a wild card. The Jaguars can make a wild card,
bro. You don't believe the Cardinals can make a wild card, bro.
They can definitely make a wild card,
bro. You don't believe that.
They aren't this trash team that you're trying to say. Like
what are they? What are they?
Why we not talking about like his actual play? This is a guy who has no number one wide receiver.
We said he's playing.
Miles, we have said that his stats are really good. He's played good football. I'm just saying, by your standard right now of what Josh Allen is doing and what the Buffalo Bills are doing, him, Sam Darnold, Geno Smith, and Justin Fields should be our 4 MVP leaders by your standard right now. Because they're all playing good football and their teams are winning and they're undefeated.
They're not putting stats like Josh Allen right now. That's a certified fact. Who's number 1 in QBR? Josh Allen. Who's number 1 in total touchdowns? Josh Allen. Who's number 1 in completion percentage? Well, number 2, my fault. Number 2, Josh Allen. Like, he's done everything for this team.
For 3 weeks. So 3 weeks locks you up an MVP at the beginning of the year.
Like, what I said was, if he goes out, and then, because he's already the front runner. If we stopped it today, he's winning the MVP.
But it doesn't stop today.
Point is
I'm saying he's a front runner right now. If the Bills put foot in the ass of the Ravens, it's his job to lose. It's his job to lose. Either he has to have several performances back to back. He has to have several bad performances, like turn over the ball, and it's like the reason they lose. Or like they have to go on a losing streak. But like it's damn near his to lose if he beats Lamar and them and has a fantastic performance in primetime.
Bruh. You don't even.
I didn't know you could lock
bro.
up MVPs in week 4, but that's cool.
What did I say? What did I say that was? What did I say
Like, bro,
that was
like,
that was wrong? If he turns over
Do
the
you
ball in
realize
several
that-
games, if they go on a losing streak, then yeah, he not going to get it no more. But like if he just right now, if he just keep playing how he playing after being a
you
Lamar,
do realize that Sam Darnold has more passing yards and more passing touchdowns than Josh
it
Allen
don't
right now,
matter,
and they're
bro. He
also
got
3 and
Justin
0.
Jefferson. Nobody worry about Sam Darnold, bro.
But he's doing more than what Josh Allen is
No, he's
doing,
not
and they're
doing more
also
than
3 and
Josh
0.
Allen. He's not.
He's beat harder teams.
You're gonna tell me, Josh.
I'm saying by your standard, Miles. You brought up stats.
Say that on record.
Miles, you brought up stats. Miles,
Say that on record, though.
Standard.
Say that on record. Say it on record.
I'm saying by your standard right now, Miles. If we're talking about stats, Sam Darnold has more passing yards and more passing touchdowns than Josh Allen, and his team is also 3 and 0. So should he also be in the MVP race if he wins this week?
Right now, he's top 3. He's top 3 in MVP. Sam Darnold is right now. Yeah, he's top 3.
So why is he not number 1?
Because Josh Allen's playing better than him. What are we talking about?
By what standard? Quarterback matters from passing yards and passing touchdowns. He has more in both statistical categories than Josh Allen. So by what standard is Josh Allen playing better football? And his team's also 3 and 0.
He has more total touchdowns. He hasn't turned over the ball. He's first in QBR, second in completion percentage, and has the best passer rating in the league. And he doesn't have a number 1 wide receiver on his team. What's the conversation? It's freaking Josh Allen. He playing like the best quarterback in the league right now. I don't know why it's even a debate. I don't even know why it's even a debate.
It truly is only a debate for me because truly only a debate for me because somehow you can now lock up MVPs in week 4. I didn't know that, but
that's what I'm saying, bro. Nobody's not saying he's not playing good, but he's not locking up an MVP in week 4.
That's just
so.
If
he has a
3
touchdown performance, they beat the Ravens. That doesn't make him a formidable front runner moving forward.
I guarantee.
I want to. Miles, you said lock up. Miles, you said
I want to make this statement. I want to make this statement.
I say he can. He's going to be a formidable front runner. It's his job to lose if they beat the Ravens.
I want to make this statement. I guarantee you, Sunday night, Josh Allen won't be the same Josh Allen we've seen in these first 3 games. I guarantee you.
The passing defense isn't good.
I guarantee you, regardless of what you got to say about our passing defense, Josh Allen will not show out and be the same Josh Allen he's been on Sunday night in M&T Bank Stadium. I guarantee you that. And you can clip it and post it.
I can't wait.
I do what he's been. And I guarantee you he has his first turnover of the season in Baltimore. I guarantee you it.
I guarantee you. So Miles, what you if Josh Allen if Josh Allen don't do what he been doing, right? In M&T Bank on Sunday night, what you gonna say after that?
Like if he doesn't do it,
I mean he had a bad game. I mean everybody can have one bad game.
No, like all right, let's hypothetical. Let's say like the Ravens blow out the Bills. Josh Allen has like 2 interceptions and he plays terrible. He'll probably still be top 3, but it might be like if the Chiefs win, and maybe like Mahomes is like the front runner right now. Like he'll drop, but it's not gonna be like a crazy drop because he already done so much before that, John. Like he's gonna lose his spot. Probably if he play like I don't think that's ever. He's not gonna play. I think the way that Joe Brady got that offense running and. Okay. He's not forcing Josh Allen to be like Superman every single play. Okay. I don't even think he's going to turn over. But if that does happen, he'll lose the front runner spot probably. If he got played really, really bad. Okay. Like even if they lose, and let's say Josh like still has a great game, he's still going to be a front runner.
I guarantee you he has a bad game on Sunday. And he's going to turn the ball over. And they're going to lose. Guaranteed. You can stamp it. Straight up.
Y'all almost lost that game because your passing defense is.
But we didn't lose. But we didn't lose. But we didn't. So almost don't matter.
What we was doing? We was playing in garbage time where they almost lost the game. Which one is it?
Yeah, because he started.
No. I'm just
to tell the score doesn't tell the game. But now as we almost lost, bro. Come on, man.
No, I mean y'all let off the hook. I think y'all passing defense is very bad, but I do think like this is what Dak do. Like,
Very bad. Yeah.
and like
Yeah,
we was
I think this. I don't think
It's
that.
very
I'm not
bad
gonna lie
when
to you.
Dak
I don't
couldn't
think that
pass
was
the
the
ball
same, bro.
versus.
I don't think that was the
Which
same.
one
Like
is it,
that.
bro?
That's not garbage time. Fourth quarter is not like just because it's the fourth quarter don't mean it's garbage time. Though.
but like we know that
But the
game,
fact that
the score doesn't
there
reflect
was
the game.
actually, but I'm saying the fact that there was actually a chance to win. Now listen, don't get it twisted. I wasn't happy about that. As P, I told P for a fact. I literally told P. I said P. I'm actually upset that this happened because I knew for a fact what was going to happen after the game, and we all sat in the car and listened to it after the game on the way back to the hotel. Pete, what happened? Jerry Jones got on that John talking about some. Yeah, we saw something there at the end of the game that we like. We think we can build on it. Walking out of the stadium, I literally told P, I said, bro, that actually was the worst thing that could have happened. Now, I told P, I said, there's two sides to this coin. P, did I not say that? I said there's two sides to this coin, verbatim. I said, on one side, I know Miles gonna come on here on Monday and say that was garbage time. And I asked him, I said, P, was that garbage time? He was like, I don't think it was garbage time, but I think we got lackadaisical. Then I said, on the other side, I'm upset about this because Jerry is going to get on here and he gonna say he liked what he's seen in the fourth quarter, and we totally okay. All of these things happened. Miles got on here. And said, man, that's garbage time. That's garbage time. I don't know about that. Jerry got on there and said, I like what we seen there. I like what we seen in the fourth quarter. We definitely can build on that. And I'm just sitting here looking stupid, like, God, leave, bro. I really wish that didn't happen. I would have much rather the blowout. But what I can't do is say that was garbage time. It wasn't garbage time, but I would have much rather the blowout, quite honestly.
That's cool.
We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out about your boy on Sunday. Since you the world's biggest Josh Allen fan right now.
Another reason why, like, I have because I've changed my tune on Josh Allen. I mean, last season after the Eagles, and that's our next topic, after the Eagles and Jalen Hurts beat them in overtime, I was saying Jalen Hurts is better than Josh Allen. Oh, Josh Allen turns over the ball, all this stuff. Now, given like what I've seen from my guy, I've had to change my tune and just realize, some guys, they try certain stuff. They're gunslingers. Like, they're gonna do some turnovers. So Jalen Hurts, he currently leads the league in turnovers since 2023. He has 26 turnovers since last season. My question for you, Kobe. Somebody said Hurts not a gunslinger, bro. All right. My question for you, Kobe.
Hurts is a gunslinger. Come on,
like, bro, he be like throwing them bombs.
That doesn't make you a gunslinger. A gunslinger is simply somebody who throws the ball 40 plus times a game, every game. Not just somebody who throws bombs on one of or two or three of their 15 passing attempts per game. Now, obviously, that was disrespectful. He doesn't only throw the ball 15 times a game. But my point is, a gunslinger isn't somebody who throws the ball deep on 4 out of their 20 pass attempts. A gunslinger is somebody who's throwing the ball 40 times a game. There's a difference. There's
cool.
a difference.
That's cool. I'll take that. That's cool. Somebody said 15 pass you bucket. He didn't mean that. He was saying an example. He was saying an example.
I was exaggerating. Like, you can chill.
But like, all right, cool. Really, it's like, I mean, you got Josh Allen, you got Jalen Hurts. They're going to try certain stuff. Are you very concerned? Well, you're a Cowboys fan, but I'll say for Eagles fans, should they be very concerned with Jalen Hurts' play? And do you believe Jalen Hurts will ever come back to his play in 2022?
What did I explain to you earlier in the episode about what concern is? Concern is when you don't know something. Like, concern is like, I don't know, man. I'm concerned about Jalen. I don't know what he's gonna do. You know exactly who Jalen Hurts is. You know exactly. Oh, he's a Cowboys fan. Obviously, niggas can't read. Dudes can't read. Like, did you completely miss the? I don't like people that get in the comment section and act stupid. That was real dumb. That was real dumb. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. Did we completely miss the Dallas hat? Like,
he got. I ain't
we
gonna lie. I
completely
thought that was like a Duke hat at first. I can't even lie.
did we completely miss the whole fact that we was talking about me and Pete in Dallas and me being a Cowboys fan the whole episode though?
He said
Like
he
we've been
gonna
on
say,
this
"Yeah,
dog
you right."
45
He gonna
minutes.
say, "Yeah, you right." Yo,
Pause. Yeah, pause.
wow,
Pause.
wow,
Pause.
wow,
that was
wow.
pause. Nah, that concern is when you don't know something. We know exactly who Jalen Hurts is. I think you just have to do a better job of protecting Jalen Hurts from himself. And y'all aren't bringing in offensive coordinators and a head coach who's protecting Jalen Hurts from himself. That's not what I've seen since 2022. I think Jalen Hurts was the same person in 2022. Y'all just did a very, very good job of protecting Jalen Hurts from himself. Y'all also had a defense. I keep explaining this thing like, and I'll give Jalen Hurts his props. Like he played well in 2022. I'm not saying that he didn't, but y'all had a defense that protected the organization from itself as a whole, right? So will Jalen Hurts get back to 2022 form? Sure, if y'all bring in the proper coordinators, if y'all have a head coach who's, you know what I'm saying, competent. But this isn't all Jalen Hurts' fault. Like, and that's what I hate about a lot of these quarterback conversations. It's not all some of these quarterbacks' fault. Like, some of it is like you know who your quarterback is, and either you adjust to that or you don't. I'm not sure that y'all have been adjusting recently to who Jalen Hurts is, but this isn't like Jalen Hurts in 2022 isn't much different from the Jalen Hurts now. He was just protected a lot more in 2022.
Yeah, I mean, I agree in terms of we saw the best Jalen Hurts when he was under Shane Steichen. Facts. And I feel like, yes, Anthony Richardson, I think he'll be, a very good player. I think if Shane Steichen could do it over again, he probably maybe would have stayed. If he might have stayed in Philly for a little bit longer, how things is going, you might have been able to be the head coach in Philly with all them weapons. But like, nonetheless, I do believe Nick Sirianni is holding back Jalen Hurts from being his best self, 100%. And we have another season. You can't blame Brian Johnson now because we saw against the Falcons, it was a 3rd and 9, and they call a QB draw for Jalen Hurts. That wasn't Brian Johnson. That was Kellen Moore and Nick Sirianni. Nick Sirianni, he said at the end of last season, I'm gonna give up the offense. Like it's gonna be Kellen Moore's thing. Kellen Moore calls some shots, and Kellen Moore, I've come around to realize he's not that good. He's very overrated. He's not that good at all. And I don't believe that he's that much better than Brian Johnson. But with Nick Sirianni, yeah. And Kobe was right about that, and he called that. Kellen Moore is not good. He's not good, bro. Like, he wants his quarterbacks to play hero ball because he's a quarterback and he has an affinity for quarterbacks playing hero ball. When you have a weapon on Saquon Barkley and you don't use him in the first quarter, like, and don't give me the BS that you have to protect Saquon from hurting himself. It's the NFL, dog. Like, you can literally get hurt in practice. AJ Brown got hurt in practice. Like, we're not about to not run a play for somebody because you're scared they'll get hurt. You can get hurt on any play, dog. It's the NFL. But back to the topic at hand, I do believe that Nick Sirianni and Kellen Moore are holding Jalen Hurts back. But I would be disingenuous to just blame it on them. It's some stuff that Hurts does that I'm like, dog, like you playing too much hero ball right now. Like, why are you going left when Lane Johnson literally had the whole right side open? You could have just went to your right side. That's your favorite right side anyway. Like, you like going to the right. Even on the Devontae Smith pick, bro, when he threw it to Devontae and then Honey Badger, read his eyes, saw it. That was not only Jalen Hurts' fault for staring down Devontae Smith because he loves to stare down Smitty and AJ, and a lot of times it works because they're just so talented that you can just throw it in their vicinity, and they'll go ahead and you'll catch it. But this was also on Kellen Moore. Why the hell are you giving Devontae Smith the same route as AJ Brown? He's skinny, bro. He's not gonna muscle through, Honey Badger. Like, why are you giving those guys the same? You can't call the same route for every other player. So I think we're gonna see a lot this weekend. You have Smitty out, you have AJ Brown out. We're gonna see a lot about Hurts. We're gonna see a lot about Kellen Moore. We're gonna see Jahan Dotson do something. I haven't seen him do anything outside of that crossing route where he got the two Saints players to run into each other. I don't know if that was him or just bad part on them. But my thing is, my last point on the Hurts thing is like, I don't think Hurts gets enough credit for bouncing back from turning over the ball. Like, it's a lot of quarterbacks that, like, they turn over the ball, they get in their head, and they play a terrible game for the rest of the game. Carson Wentz was that. Like, he would fumble the ball, he would get a pick, and, like, for the rest of the game, he's not himself. Versus Hurts, I don't know why he does this, but for some reason, every time he's doubted, every time he's countered out, every time people are like, what the heck is this guy doing? He shows up when you need him the most. I mean, you can't understate. You got two of your top wide receivers out. You got two of your top offensive linemen out, and you out here, still leading a game and winning drive. I mean, he's nice, bro. That's my favorite part of Hurts. Like, he don't get flustered. I mean, even Saquon said it. He said, I'll quote, he said, he's the most poised human being I've been around my whole life. He doesn't get flustered, never too high, never too low. I mean, you got Saquon saying that. You got to give him some credit, but
yeah, I don't what you're saying isn't wrong. Even if you're not an Eagles fan, you have to be able to appreciate Jalen's ability to play regardless. I just don't think he's that guy in terms of like actual play. I do appreciate the ability to get things done when you need to get them done at times. But I think he gets help like at the most random times. Like, you play in a team in the Saints who is put up 50 bombs 3 straight weeks, and you have statistically the worst defense in the league, and then all of a sudden, like, like you know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, like, this team can't score, can't cross the 50, can't get past their own 45 for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I will say, like, I'll give Jalen his credit. Like, he gets things done when they need to get done, and I will give him credit for getting the job done against the Saints when it needed to get done. But just like, I don't know, like, he's blessed, honestly. He's blessed, dog. Like,
what?
He's blessed to get help at the most random time. Like, the most random things happened in an Eagles game. And I just just my explanation just now of, like, you play a team that goes 50 bomb that puts up 50 bombs 3 weeks straight, and you have one of the worst defense, a top 5 worst defense in the league, and then all of a sudden this team now can't score, and you got a number 1 defense in the league. Like, I don't know. And then Jalen plays his probable worst game of the season. Your defense plays their best game of the season, and now he has a chance to win. Like, my point is, Jalen shouldn't have even had a chance to win that game. Like, you shouldn't have even had a chance to be able to. You shouldn't have even had a chance to be able to have this conversation. Like, man, Jalen just gets it done, man. He's resilient. Like, you shouldn't have even been able to say that this week. The conversation should have been, Jalen turned over the ball 3 times and we got blowed out by 50. And, like, I don't know. No,
that like, was a game.
You should have a whole different outlook about your team. But, like, something happens and things work out for y'all. I don't know why things work out the way they do, but they worked out.
I mean, like, my only thing with that, he deserves to have a game where he don't have it all together and his defense does show up. Because there was times, even dating back to last season against the Seahawks, they're already up, and James Bradbury, Sell, and Drew Lock march down the field. Or you talk about the Cardinals. I think the Eagles put up like 30-something points, but then Kyler Murray and them boys put up 30-something too, and it's over. Or the Giants, they put up, and Tyrod Taylor. So, like, the defense has sold him so much. I feel like they were due to, like, help him when he ain't have it all together. But that Eagles team is going to be, if they ever have a stretch where the offense is clicking on all cylinders and the defense play like
what
that.
What is wrong with your fans, dog?
Lance, come on, Lance. Come on, Lance.
These dudes, bro.
Hey, yo. But, like, can we just have a game that everybody clicks on all cylinders? Like, that's why I can't just be too hyped. I was kind of annoyed that, like, y'all had us getting blown out. I was nervous. I thought we was going to lose that, and then we won, and I can't even pop it the way that I wanted to pop it because I was damn near agreeing with y'all, but that's where we at. We'll go to our last topic of today. A guy who, unfortunately we'll have to face in the NFC East for next 10 years. Jalen Daniels. He led the Commanders to upset the Bengals. Daniels went 21 of 23, 91%. He currently leads the league in completion percentage at 80%. He had 250 yards, 2 touchdowns, a touchdown run. I have my opinion on how special I think Jalen Daniels will be right now and in the future. What's your thoughts on Jalen Daniels' rookie season so far? You impressed?
I'm gonna keep it short, and I'm gonna let you get to whatever bull job you gotta say, because you be in the chat wilding. You be in the chat wilding, bro. He's gonna be very good, bro. He's gonna be very good. That's all I got. He's gonna be very good. I hate that we're gonna have to see him for a very, very long time. But go ahead and tell the folks what you said, because if you don't, I'm gonna tell them.
Look, like, the Eagles, they have to play the Commanders twice. They have to play the Cowboys
got to
twice.
play them twice.
In terms of who I fear the most, it's Jalen Daniels right now. It's Jalen Daniels next 10 years. Nobody's scared of no Dak Prescott, bro. And Daniel Jones, you can miss me with that. Jalen Daniels the one. Like, some guys, you look at them and you like, all right, yeah, no, he is one of them ones. I ain't never look at Dak Prescott and be like, oh, yeah, he one of them ones. He's had a great team, so he had great teams around him. But I don't look at him and be like, oh, my gosh, like, he's one of them ones. Like, he had a good game against the Eagles at Lincoln Financial Field last year. I mean, he was putting up some numbers. Still got the L. I mean, yeah, they beat us at AT&T. I mean, division game, y'all going to split, but, like,
play every year.
Jalen Daniels got the goods, and that's the guy who I'm most scared of to face for right now and for the future.
Recency bias is an MFer. Recency is a hell of a drug. I don't know what to tell you. I can't keep arguing against your recency bias, dog. Like, I can't keep arguing against your recency bias. All of a sudden, like, the rookie is more scary than Dak Prescott, a man who was in the MVP conversation into December last year. I don't know. And then I won't even talking about that one. That one was whatever. The one I was talking about was the Lamar Jackson show.
Oh, hold up. Hey, let me say this too. Not only do I think that the Eagles should fear Jalen Daniels more than Dak Prescott, Jalen Daniels right now, he's gonna be better than Lamar Jackson. I'm not saying right now at this current moment. I'm saying potentially down the road. You talking about Jalen Daniels right now as a rookie was a better passer than Lamar Jackson as a rookie. That's not even debatable. And yes, Lamar is a better runner, but Jalen Daniels is a shifty dude. So I think that, yeah, 10 years down the line, I'm 23, 22? Yeah.
21.
You 21?
Yeah.
He said, yeah. Oh, Dang, bro. I didn't know you was 21, bro. I
Birthday
know
in
you're 21.
October.
But like, yeah, but like
Birthday
we're
in
gonna be
October.
like in our early 30s, we're gonna be in our late 20s, and then we're gonna look back at this and be like, yeah, MJ was right. Jalen Daniels is better than Lamar Jackson. Like, that's the way it's gonna be. Like, somebody said we ain't fair to nobody, bro. Like, it's some guys you match up against them and you like, I don't want to face that guy. And Jalen Daniels, he one of them.
Okay.
You don't fear him?
Oh no! I didn't say that. I just right now, if I were an opposing team, I wouldn't fear him more than Dak Prescott. And and I'm not ready to say he's going to be better than Lamar Jackson. Like I can't do that. I can't do that.
What he's showing you now, it's not like you could potentially be better, no?
So listen, so this is my thing about like the rookie comparisons of Lamar Jackson and Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels started a plethora of games in college. Like he was a 5-year starter in college, right? Like Jaden Daniels is probably the most prepared quarterback prospect, and I'm not saying the best quarterback prospect we've seen in a long time, but in terms of preparation and like that thing Tom Brady was talking about a couple like in the summer or something like that, where like quarterbacks go to college and they don't learn anymore. They just go and play. Like Jaden Daniels is probably the most prepared quarterback prospect we've seen in quite a long time. So his early success is not surprising. I will say his stats are surprising. Like, oh, his early success isn't surprising, but like, oh, he's actually balling. Like, he's not just out there playing, like he's balling. So yeah, he balling, but like we've seen a lot of people ball, bro. We've seen a lot of people ball in their rookie years. Hell, if you'd have told me Dak Prescott was going to be without a NFC title game appearance in his rookie year, like I wouldn't have believed you. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of where I go like with a lot of things. Like if somebody would have told me we would be having the conversations about Dak Prescott now in 2016 when he came in as a rookie and he was lighting up the league, like I would have been like, you crazy. You telling me this dude right here not going to at least make an NFC title game? At least? You know what I'm saying? Like I'd have been like, bro, you're crazy. And I'd have probably got to yelling how we get on here yelling now. Yeah. So it's just like the way I get with like the predictions and stuff. It's like, I don't know, bro. Lamar got two MVPs that could have easily just as gone the other way. We also got to remember the Washington Commanders are the Washington Commanders no matter what. It's kind of like the Jets. Like you hope Aaron Rodgers, you know what I'm saying, turn them up a little bit, but I don't know. Some things are just bigger than whoever that one guy is at the helm. Like Dak Prescott, we all thought was going to be the one to turn the Cowboys around, but some things are just bigger than, you know what I'm saying, the one guy who's at the helm. So will Jaden Daniels be a very good player? I believe so, but am I ready to? He gonna be better than Lamar? I don't know, because we've seen Lamar do things that like we never thought we would ever see past Michael Vick. So it's like, you know what I mean? So that's where I kind of get with it.
For sure. I think just to close this episode out, no, that's definitely well informed. I'm making a projection as to Daniel's passing ability now is better than Lamar's his rookie year. So if he keeps getting better year in year out and is still that runner, then like you can see. But we gonna clip this and they gonna kill me, and then I'm gonna go right back at him. And we're going to see, I think, against the Cardinals, Commanders versus Cardinals, that's going to be a shootout, I believe. And I might have to just do like a real talk best, like 5 best bets or something like that. Because it's a couple of these matchups that, hey, it's some good matchups right there, bro. It's some
you want to give them our locks? You want to give them our locks for tonight?
Yeah, let's give them our locks real quick. All right, before we get off, we're gonna give our locks for tonight. One, and you got the spread is 5.5.
Yeah.
Spreads. The spread is -5, 5.5.
I'm sorry, you was asking a question. You was asking a question, or you was?
Oh yeah, no, I just see it. It's 5. So we both got the Cowboys winning. I really believe, like, I respect CeeDee Lamb too much to think that, like, he's not gonna go off in prime time. So 100 yards for CD. If you want to be safe, do 90. That's good. I think 90 yards, 100 yards, that's a lot. I also believe our man's was saying receptions in terms of, like, Dak is gonna want to give the ball to CD, especially early on, to keep him happy, because we know how CD get when he don't get the ball. So 6 receptions, 7 receptions, that's a lot. And then I like for Dak to throw for at least 275.
You getting heavy. That's heavy. I might have to go play that. I played Dak at 255.5. I took CD for a touchdown. I seen this other bet I really liked. I don't know if they have it on DraftKings, but they got it on FanDuel. It's CD to have a reception like over 30 plus yards or something like that. I like that. And it's plus money. Or it was plus money a couple hours ago when we was all putting our locks in the chat. It was plus money. Let's go. You want to tell them about that Zeke one?
Oh, Zeke is at good value, y'all. Zeke is at good value. Like, he's
Zeke
going
at great value. And listen, it's an NFC East game. It's raining in New York right now. It's raining hard as hell in New York right now. I got Zeke for whatever reason, they got Zeke's line at 25 yards or something like that. It's like 28 yards or something like that. I took his alt line at 25 because I think that was plus money too. Or it might have been like 120 when I took it. And then I got Zeke for a touchdown. It's New York, it's raining. Zeke coming back to the NFC East. He's playing his first NFC East game. Back. I get. Yeah, they're gonna want to give him some love. They're gonna show him some love tonight. This just feels like a Zeke Elliott type of game. I get it. Our running game hasn't been special, but this is one of those that just feel like, you know what I'm saying, like this almost feel like a homecoming. Like they're gonna give him something.
They're gonna give him something. What about on the Giants? So we talked about the Cowboys. On the Giants side, I feel like Devin Singletary either a touchdown or rushing. I think he's at like 60 rushing yards.
I think we took the alt line though. We took his alt line for.
If you want to take it at like 50 yards, and the fact that it's raining, that might.
50 is easy, but 50 is like 50 is gonna be minus like 240 by now. That's the only problem with 50. So let me go look. Let's see. Russian props. Devin Singletary alt line. Yeah, so 50 is minus 192. It's not good value. I think you could play it all the way to 70 though, and 70 is plus 126. I would play the 70. I'll probably play it as a single leg. I probably wouldn't play it like in no 6-man or nothing like that. Yeah. But I'll play it as a single leg, put a couple dollars on it, throw it in there. If it hit, it hit. If it don't, it don't. But it's plus 126, so it's great value. You can get something for it.
Okay, I think he had 95 yards. I believe it was against the Commanders. Against the Commanders. He had 65 against the Browns. Obviously, we all know the Cowboys running defense. isn't good, and Brian Daboll and them are gonna try to test that, try to use that run game to open up a guy like Malik Neighbors. So that's our picks. Again, pay attention to the weather, and that might determine if you want to do that 275 for Dak or be safe
Oh,
and do
yeah,
like a 225 or 250.
Dak gonna throw it anyway. They don't have a
Yeah,
choice. Dak
that's
gonna
yeah.
throw it anyway.
You have to throw that, John. Also, if you don't even want to do CeeDee Lamb, Jake Ferguson just came off a very good game, 95 receiving yards. Jalen
Jake for
Tolbert.
30, Jake for 50, Jalen Tolbert for 40. I sent you that one.
And that's a better value, honestly, than what 90 for CD. Like he can get. I'm very good on. I believe CD good going to get it, but like if you want to get lesser yards and that going to throw it on another guy, like a Brandon Cooks. But that's what it is, man. Triple threat. I gotta go back to downtown, the class, all that. And then we'll probably go ahead and give our picks for the NFL week 4 tomorrow. Like, comment, subscribe, show Kobe some love, show P some love. We out this joint.